Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday. Y'all know I'll be losing track of the days. Okay, well, you don't work. Every day is Saturday or whatever day. It's just a day. So, how are you all? I am ZD Love. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Please drop down there and hit like, subscribe, and share if you have not already. Okay, it's been wild on the streets. It is what it is. You know, I look at all of them. I like, you already know I like everybody. It is what it is. Even though I talk shit about 5'8", she's a sister too. Everybody's a sister. We're all sisters, and we really need to remember that in this time of, we're in the middle of civil rights movement, and we need to behave as queens, right? Everyone says they're a queen. Everyone, is better than. And we need to remind ourselves who we are at times. So, this is a message to my younger ladies. This is a message to women in general. This video is really dedicated to the ladies, okay? All right? All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Now shut the fuck up. Up, 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 up. Some of y'all are just doing entirely too much. It's just entirely too much talking going on. I think y'all know I say that all the time. People really need to practice being quiet. Just listening and being quiet. And be careful what you're listening to. However, I want everyone to know, ladies, before you can be a queen, you have to be a lady first. You have to behave like a lady. You can't just be out here saying, I'm a queen, I'm an empress. You know what I'm saying? I'm a goddess. I'm better than everybody else. And your behavior doesn't reflect your title. Okay? So if you want to be a queen, you need to be classy, elegant, graceful, compassionate, loving, kind, charming. Okay? Inviting, radiant, stunning, intelligent, fly, unique, respectful. Okay? When you're a queen, you should be approachable. Okay, a lot of the women out here are angry. We need to address the anger. There's an anger issue going on, and it's reflected all over the place. And at some point, people are really going to need to take responsibility for their own actions and stop looking at other people. Because when you're spending time looking and analyzing someone else's life, that means you're ignoring your own. My mama used to say, clean your own backyard. Clean your own backyard. Don't worry about what other people are doing or what they're not doing. What do you agree with? What you don't agree with is really none of your business. It's not your life. Do you really care? Why, if you do? So, let me give you all the definition of a queen. Queen, they model upright behavior and morals. They set their... Let me start over. They model upright behavior and morals. They set their own bar higher than those around them, and they meet their goals, and they are kind and compassionate. Like, kindness is free. I keep telling y'all that. Kindness is free. It is so much easier to be nice. It takes energy to be hateful. It takes energy to be aggressive all the damn time. And it's draining. We all need to be in a growth process daily. I don't care where you are in your life, there's always room to grow on a personal level, So we also have a lot of good mothers out here. Everybody's a good mother. Everybody's in a position to pass judgment. That's some bullshit too. That needs to stop. There is not a perfect mother on the earth. I haven't met her. I'm not her. My mother wasn't that person. No one is, okay? Even the helicopter moms. I don't care who you are as a mother. There is some way that someone, your mother-in-law, your husband, someone's going to find a way to judge you. You could think you're the greatest parent in the world and your kids will tell you you ain't shit. So, just because you think you're wonderful, it doesn't give you the right to judge other people and their parenting skills on some real shit. Like, mind your business. Everybody needs to be minding their own business. People need to get the mirrors out, and before they read and write other people, apply that shit to your own life. Because the qualities of a good mother are being a role model, set boundaries and rules, for your children. So the same things you do for your children, that means you would need to apply them to yourself. So you need to be a role model. You need to set boundaries and rules. You need to be respectful. You need to be supportive and loving, patient and forgiving. Forgiving, right. We really need to work on those things. There are some things that are inappropriate for a young lady who is considering herself a queen or a woman of higher standards. Like twerking everywhere is unacceptable. Your tongue out in photos, nude photos, pretending to be someone that you're not. There's a lot of that going on. You need to embrace who you are. If your car is a hoopty, it's a damn hoopty. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? If you don't live in a really nice place, you live somewhere. You're alive. And as long as you're healthy and got breath in your body, you have the opportunity and ability to make change and grow. Okay. Change could come overnight. It's happened in my life. The same way change could come overnight, so can karma and knock you totally off of your game. We'll get to that. Exercising vulgarity anywhere and everywhere is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Stepping out smelling like marijuana, unacceptable. Ride with Febreze. Have your little perfume on you. Okay. Public fighting and arguing, unacceptable. And when you do that on here, it's public. People around the world are seeing you, and you don't know who's watching you. Hell, you better off arguing and fighting in your neighborhood. That way you know who's there. But when you go on the internet with that, anybody's looking at you. You don't know. Cussing out fast food workers, unacceptable. Just being downright rude to people. Spitting. Queens don't spit. They don't do that. Queens don't walk the street eating food out of containers. You know, queens don't fall down sloppy drunk. You know, queens have to carry themselves a certain way. As women, we need to get our standards back. We lost our way somewhere. You know, there came a point where it was, it's equal opportunity. I can do what I want. And, you know, it's all good. Like, I came up in the 70s. So what we were taught as young ladies is that you can't do what a man does. Because you're going to be judged on a whole different scale, a whole different level. Okay? They're going to expect more from you because you are a mother. You are a woman. You are Mother Earth. You know what I'm saying? You are the center. You hold shit together. So they're just things you shouldn't be doing. Loud talking everywhere. You know, the pajamas in public, that's a big one. Because I just feel like you can buy a pair of black leggings and put on a t-shirt. You don't really need to wear your pajamas. I could see if you run into to the gas station. But some people be out everywhere with pajamas on. Like, it's, attire. It is not. And another thing, ladies, you must have some professional wear. You need to have something that you can wear to an interview, to a funeral, to a press conference. You need to look professional at times. It doesn't matter if it's just one outfit. If you wear it every time, so be it. Get something black so it goes with every occasion. You can put it on. It doesn't matter. But have something nice and, something nice to put on, because you never know what's going to pop up. Blasting music at the gas stations is a no for me. That shit is annoying. That screams ghetto. And some of us go out of our way to be ghetto. Some people go out of their way to put out an image, or being that they come up in a ghetto environment, they don't realize that the behavior is unacceptable. This is why you have to be careful who you're friends with. You cannot be in a pack mentality with negative people, because you're never going to come up out of that. It just is what it is. It's going to continue on and on and on. The rage is real. Like, there's an anger issue going on. There's self-esteem issues going on. People are always talking about how people are jealous of them. People want to be them. And it's just not true. It's not. You don't want to be your damn self. And I want people to start following up. Ladies, this is the thing. I hear a lot of women saying that, they're jealous of me and they want to be me. I want y'all to start following that up with backup. We need follow-up statements. They're jealous of me because. They want to be me because. And then we need at least 3 examples of why someone is jealous of you, why someone wants to be you, why you're that important in your own mind, and why. Why do you think you're prettier than everyone else? Why do you think you're better than? Why are these things even coming up? Why are they even an issue? Because the realities of life are so much deeper and so much bigger than that, you know? We have to focus on things that are important, like our children. You have to lead by example. You can't be a bad person and be a good mother at the same time. That's what people really need to understand. If you're a bad person, how can you be a good mother? And especially when you're young, like, you know, when you're young is the time to really take a minute and look at yourself, because you don't get these years back. You know what I'm saying? Time slips away really quickly. If you're 25, you'll be 32 before you know it, you know? I just rounded up. When people are like, oh, I'm 26, I'm like, oh, you 30. Because, you know, at a certain point, you're going to stop counting. It is what it is. But you have to be in the process of making change, and you can't change what you do not acknowledge. So if you want to be ratchet, you have to leave that shit for home. But it's not for public consumption. Some things are just not for everybody, you know? Like sometimes you see people out and you're just like, oh my God. You know this is a no. Like, why are you, like okay, for example, when we were little girls wore Bobby socks and patent leather shoes and dresses or whatever. And that shit, I hated all that shit. But, you know, I was tortured. I had to do it. But you were taught to be a lady. You were taught to, you know, be quiet, sit silently. You don't always need to be talking. Shut up. And that's just, all children need to learn that, because some kids just don't know. Be quiet. They keep talking. But now you see little girls out with leggings on and half shirts. And I'm talking little girls, like 3 years old. I saw a little girl on here, 14 years old and pregnant. And someone fails her because she's a victim of ratchet behavior. It's clear. She's got on eyelashes. She got weave in her hair. She's pregnant. She's delivering this baby at 15. And she said that she's going to give this baby all the hairstyles and clothes that she wasn't able to have. And the thing is, if you weren't able to have them, you're only 14. So therefore, you're still not able to provide any of these things for yourself. How are you going to provide them for a baby? Like she thinks this shit is going to magically appear. But then you have people egging her on and cheering her on, telling her this is going to be okay. But I left her a message and let her know that this is not okay. And she was saying to other little 14, she was like, if you get pregnant, it's going to be all right. And I told her, I said, what you need to be saying is that don't have sex so you don't get pregnant, because you're 14. Who are you having sex with that is able to support a baby? You know, there's a level of abuse. There's a cycle that needs to be broken. Like, ladies, we have a huge responsibility to the young ladies behind us, you know? And even, yes, we all going to make mistakes. We all going to stumble, but it's important to be in the growth process. You can't be stagnant where you are. You can't think that you're so beautiful and great and grand that that's enough to sustain you throughout life, because you're pathetic if that's what you think. Real shit. I learned as a little girl, yo, pretty don't mean a goddamn thing. You need to be smart. You need to have your own shit. You need to depend on you. And too many of us are not taught that. Just like now, everybody's quick to have a baby, but nobody's quick to get married. You know, you need to start having some bridal showers and stop all these damn baby showers. Ladies, control your fertility. You don't have to get pregnant. That's not the first thing you need to do out of high school. You know, okay, I graduated, I'm a woman now, I'm going to have a baby. There's plenty of time for that. Plenty of time. You don't know who you are, and this man that you with right now, probably 8 days from now, you might not even be speaking to this person again. So ladies, it's important that, you know, plan. Date someone for a while. Watch the news with them. I'm telling you, talk with them about things. Know who they are. And, you know, another thing, I was thinking about the anger and animosity from a lot of women. I see it all over YouTube. It's like because they don't have men. And I know everybody's like, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. First of all, if you're not a single woman, I don't want to hear you say that shit. I don't need a man. Because if you have children, I'm talking children of age where you're raising them and they, you know, underage children, you do need a man. This is how too many women end up with children and not with their dad, because in their mind, they don't need a man. You can do it all on your own. And that's just not true. We set ourselves up for struggle. because it's a cycle. And if you're living in an environment where that's what people believe, you can believe that too. And it's hard to be different and stick out from the crowd because you're not going to be popular. People are not going to like you. It is what it is. I mean, that's the story. It is what it is. You know? When your opinion is different. My opinion is different on here about a lot of things. You know, like as ladies, as women, I don't think it's appropriate to be dragging children. I don't think that should be an argument. That's my opinion. I never did. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? There have been 3-4 other incidents where I spoke on and I said this is unacceptable. And this is no different. You know, but I mean, I couldn't help but notice the difference in the read because you got one lady reading saying, I'm going to take you to camp and do these type of things. And you got another lady saying sexually explicit things about a little girl. And as women, we need to do better. As women, we need to understand that we're victims from children, from little girls. See, now it's little boys too, they know. But, you know, little girls are often violated. There's sex trafficking all over the world. You know, selling little kids is legal in Thailand. Like, people ain't really going to jail for that. So to use that as a read, as a woman, we need to look at yourself because the words you say are a reflection on you, not the other person. It doesn't matter what was said, what was done. It doesn't matter who you hate. Those words are a reflection on you. Charm School with Monique is on Hulu. And, you know, I suggest that people start watching that. It's relatable, it's understandable, and it's real. But the behavior needs to change, but it has to come from within. You first got to recognize that it's a problem. Like, strive to have more and be more and do more. And, you know, you can. We all come from somewhere, but the goal is to excel, overachieve, you know? Have more so your children don't have to live like you lived. The goal is for the next generation to be better than what you were, to have more than you had. But, you know, like I said, the words you say are a reflection on you. The behavior is a reflection on you. Like, you can't call someone a bad mother and then go out and respond as a bad person. Like, what's the difference? All right, that person's a bad mother, but you're a bad person. It's both bad behavior. It's both unacceptable from grown women. We're all adults on here. You know, some of this shit is preschool. I mean, just preschool. And when you're talking about children, you have to understand that, like, if you saw someone on the street disrespecting a child, would you just keep walking or would you intervene? So if you would intervene, why would you do it yourself? You have to look at things from different angles. Like, really, if you saw an 8-year-old on the street being cursed out, even by another kid, you would stop them. So why do it? And my thing is, if I'm that mad at somebody, before I get out of character on that level, I'm gonna come see you, because that means that, you know, we've crossed some lines that there's no turning back now. But we have to be careful as women, you know, what you do, what you say, how you move, where you do it at. Yeah. We all got ghetto and ratchet in us, but is it necessary 24/7, 365? Like, when do you turn that shit off? I don't do and say everything in front of my kids, and I never have. And, you know, that was one of the fallouts I had with one of my friends about his daughter. Because, you know, I know you ain't about to like that in front of your daughter. And I'm, for who? Oh, you smoke? I don't give a fuck what I do with adults. I don't do that with children. You have to have limits and boundaries. Therefore, there's a level of respect. Because also when we came up, it was do as I say, not as I do. So what I do is what I do. But your business is your business. I got mad at this girl I was cool with because she would call me and have me on speakerphone. Y'all, I edit myself. If y'all think I curse a lot on here, no. When I'm like in my comfort zone or chilling or whatever, lay back or, you know, with my peoples, my mouth is filthy. But chick will call me with her little kids and I'm on speaker and you don't say anything. Like, what is wrong with you? You may discuss things in front of your children, but again, I come from a time where children weren't allowed to comment. If your mother is talking to somebody, even if you know the answer, you damn sure better not say it. What? Oh, hell no. You don't interrupt. When they call you, you answer. It's yes, ma'am. Like, I didn't call my mom a friend. What up? What up? What up, Joyce? No. No. Like, I had to tell this little boy over here. He was like, hey, Dee Dee, excuse me. I told him the other day, I'm not your friend. I said, I'm not your bro or your sister. I said, I'm more like your mom. Don't call me Dee Dee. Okay. Who the hell you talking to? Third grader, get your ass on. A little kid. So I'm always down for the kids. I'm always down for the handicapped. Shout out to Raphael. Raphael. See, here's the thing about that, too. Stop judging books by their covers. The problem with handicapped people, because I work with them, is that people think they're all stupid or they're slow or, they don't know any better. They do. A lot of them, they do. They're very smart. They may just look different. Their body formed differently, but their brain is all right. They be all right. They can click on some things, but not on others. Because there's some people walking around here perfectly human that, you're not human. I'm sorry, God forgive me. I didn't mean that. Not handicapped, but are handicapped. You just can't tell until you talk to them. So, and that's the thing, too. Like, I saw that people wouldn't drag him because he's handicapped, but would drag a little girl or a child. If you have the compassion not to drag someone because they're handicapped, why doesn't that same thing apply to a little kid? Because that's more about you, ladies. Ladies, here's the thing. So, what kind of man are you trying to attract? Like, if a man wanted to take you out on a date and he happened to stumble across your video, would he be appalled? Would he end this date right here, right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he taking you home to meet his children? Because please believe me that if you're talking disgusting about any child in general, that applies to all children, even though people are under the illusion that you're just talking to that one person, but that is just not true. It's not. Ain't no disrespect to nobody, but I'm just kicking some willy bobo and some facts right here, right now. As your big sister, as your auntie, as your godmother. Okay? Ladies, there's a way to carry yourself. Real shit. And like I said, who's taking you on a date? Some of y'all can't even get a walk across the street to the dog park because your behavior is just so out of control. Brother want to go on a vacation. Can he take you, or is he scared and embarrassed that you're going to open your mouth and say some ignorant shit? Or, you just don't know how to conduct yourself in front of non-ghetto people. You have to have a switch on and a switch off. And you got to have some limits and some boundaries, because you're going to always be put in a position where you might want to bust somebody's ass. It doesn't matter. Whether it be at work, whether it be at the hospital, the surgery center, the motherfucking grocery store, the parking lot. Somebody always going to get it twisted. Now, are you always going to respond on a level 27? Or are you going to hone this shit in because you realize that I'm bringing up children behind me and I don't want them to behave in the same manner because I don't want somebody to kill them, or I don't want them to catch a felony. I don't want them, you know what I'm saying, to have contact with the police. I don't want to be going to the principal's office, because we also got this persona about, like, as if bad bitch is a nice title to have. I'm a bad bitch. Right, you're a bad bitch. That can be taken both ways. You could be a bad news bitch, bad attitude bitch. You know what I'm saying? Bad vibe bitch. Right. See what I'm saying? I'm a bad bitch. We got to be careful what we say. We pick up on things. People say things, we run with it. We don't think about it. Words matter. Black lives matter. Words matter. I'm a bad bitch. No, stop saying that. Oh. And like I said, we get caught up. Because even, was it last week, my daughter, she do videos, she does makeup. And, this new rap music, I'm not even going to try to tell y'all who it was, but, shit, I don't know. But the music, I was like, what the hell? I said, girl, I said, that music got to go. And my daughter's 24. I said, that shit got to go, babe. I said, because if somebody walked up to you and said these same exact words to you, you would be pissed, ready to fight, right? But you got this shit playing in the background like this is your motherfucking theme song. So you can't be mad. Because when you put some shit out there and somebody treats you according to what and who you said you were, you can't be mad. So that's why it's important that you take stock in who you are and really know yourself and what you're putting out there, who you really want to be, have some direction. And no, you don't have to be that person, but see, y'all don't really have role models. Like when I was coming up, we had Monique Parker. Monique Parker always worked a job, always looked good, hair done, clothes on point, big girl. She even looked like she smelled good. All right. Because everybody doesn't have a role model at home. And we have to start modeling ourselves in a better way because you don't know who's watching you. I think a lot of this fighting and jumping on people comes, a lot of the youth watch Basketball Wives. Like, I've been stopped watching that type of shit. It's okay once in a while. I prefer to listen to the reviews as opposed to wasting my damn time watching this nonsense because it's negative. It does promote colorism. That's another thing. People think because they have lighter skin. Nobody gives a fuck. Because in reality, a lot of times, you light-skinned women, what we say about y'all is, yo, she light-skinned, but she ain't pretty. And then we leave it there. Or she light-skinned, but she ain't all that. That's why y'all be getting beat up all the time, too. Popping that slick shit. Talking that light-skinned shit. You get fucked up like that. Because y'all been told wrong. Told absolutely wrong. So, because just like skinny girls, like, you think fat girls want to be you? Please, stop it. When people are comfortable in themselves, they don't want to be anybody else. When you're not comfortable in who you are, you assume everybody wants to be you. That's the difference. You heard what I said? Let me repeat that one more time. When you assume that everyone wants to be you and wants to be just like you, it's because you're not comfortable with who you are. It has nothing to do with the other people. Okay? That's about you. Because I'm comfortable with who I am. I never said I wanted to be white, light skinned. I might want to lose a few pounds, bitch, but I don't never want to be skinny. You already know that. I like me. I love me. If I didn't, I would change me. It is what it is. I'm comfortable in my skin and who I am. And it took a journey to get here, but I got here. So this is what this video was about. It's about self-reflection. Being a woman, being a true queen. Like, don't just say you a queen. You need to behave like a queen. You're a mother. You need to behave like a mother. There are certain standards that you must set because you got to remember, children don't stay small forever. So when they 13 and 14, bringing that shit right back to you like you was giving it. When you drink and you party and do all kind of shit in front of your kids, it doesn't matter if they know you do it. But when you do it in front of them and with them, right? When they 16, how can you tell them that they can't? You can't, because that's what you did. You don't need to be a friend to your children. You're their best friend. You're their really true only friend. But it's important to be a mother. See, with those titles come responsibilities, ladies. You can't just say this is what you are and not put in the work. So if you're going to be a queen, I'm going to need y'all to put in the queen work. Mother, put in the mother work. Woman, be a woman. Cook. Don't be on that bullshit about, I ain't cooking for no man. Fuck him. That's your husband, bitch. That's your boy. That's your man. That's your living man. Cook for your man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We've lost our way. It's okay. It's okay to make a man a sandwich. It's all right. It's cool. Because then he might he should give you something back in return. Like I said about that whole I don't need a man statement. When I hear women say that, it's like, women who say that are either with a man who's not doing anything for them, so therefore they say, I don't need no man, because you have to tell yourself what you need to tell yourself to deal with the loser that you're with, So that's an issue. I don't have a man. I don't need a man. But like I said, if you have children, you do need a man. Your children need a man in their life. It makes you a softer person. It makes you a warmer person. You need to feel love. It's okay. But it's difficult when you're angry and you got walls up, because you're going to attract who you are. Hence the abusive relationships. A lot of people are not happy because you're in a bad relationship. You're in love with somebody who don't love you. Or you're with somebody who you don't want to be with, but you don't want to let him go or whatever, or you're afraid, or, all of this plays in. All of this is key. See, because once you start loving yourself on a certain level, you're not trying to compromise shit. All right. I'll live in a shoebox before I live with somebody I can't stand. I don't give a damn if we got a mansion on the hill. He got a Lexus, I got a Range Rover. If I'm not happy, I'm out. Because you cannot place value on happiness. You know, those are those things you just can't place value on. Happiness. You can't put on an outfit. Like they said, you can't dress up a pig. You know what I'm saying? So if you out wilding, acting like a grown man, a man is, you could put on a dress, but if he hear all of this and he see all of this, he's going to see you as a man, as a dude too. He'll be like, oh my God, I don't want to date that dude. No, thank you. Steve, you stay over there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want dudes to be questioning whether you are a man or a woman because of your behavior. It's not a good look for us. We got to do better, and we can. But we need, you know, it's unfortunate even on these YouTube streets, you cannot hold anybody accountable for anything because you get blocked. You get considered a hater, you know, even though you're just trying to look out for the person, you know that shit is going left. That's why I say this click thing is dangerous, you know, very dangerous. Because when you riding hard with a group of people, you got to continue to agree with them. And if you don't, then you're going to be on the outside looking in. That's why, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all know I always burp, my bad. But that's why I roll solo, because I always do what the hell I want to do. That's why I'm single too, because I do what I want to do. Yeah. I don't settle. I'm not going to be with a man talking about, I don't need no man. Use a damn lie. Oh, if you here, I need you. I need you. Yes, I do. Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to take care of you, and you're going to take care of me. But there's a lot of unhappy people, a lot of unhappy women. And we need to find our way back. Get back to some basic shit. Instead of watching Basketball Wives, maybe y'all need to watch the fucking Cosby Show or something. I don't know. And that's the other thing. You know, there's no black representation. There's not a lot around. But the ratchet behavior and teaching that to our little girls and our little boys, it has to stop. Because we need to just let them be kids. You see little girls at school, 2nd grade, weave down their back. Why? Embrace your own beauty. You're in the 2nd grade. You shouldn't have to worry about putting a ponytail on or, you know, and then you wonder sometimes why your kid pop off the way you do. And they should have that in them. They're going to have that in them anyway because that's who you are. But if your kid... Like, because I told you, I've been cussing since I probably could talk, right? But, so I was like 4 or whatever, but I didn't curse. Like, I've never gotten in trouble for cursing a teacher out or anything like that. So, there's a time and a place, again, for everything. And if your child just pop off because you pop off any and everywhere, you need to question yourself and your behavior as a mother, as a woman, and as a queen. All right, I'm going to bed now, but yes, my sisters, you know, we all need to shut the fuck up, just to save ourselves. Do more thinking and listening and reading and writing and reflecting, less talking and arguing and yelling and name calling and hating, because also, when people are like, oh, they just hating on me and this bitch this and da-da-da, you're hating too. It's a vicious cycle. Everybody's doing the same thing. If you playing in the field with these people, then you're all in the same game. You feel me? So everybody's doing the same thing. Just nitpicking depending on what team you on and who like who and all of that. So ladies, we need to come together just for yourself. Not even come together. I'm going to say we need to pull together because I believe in individuality. You know what I'm saying? I believe in separate, but we equal. You know what I mean? Y'all know how I roll over here at Castle Black. This is what we do. We roll solo. So we can have our own opinions and our own thoughts. And I'm still respectful. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come out here and say all the shit that I thought I want. I've made about 30 videos. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I made a lot of videos. I didn't release them. Because I had a lot to say about, you know, also I didn't want to leave this point out. Like I said, the women can do what they want to do, but stop competing with men up on here. Because if a straight man or a 17-year-old boy got up on here and said the derogatory shit that I've heard about that little girl, y'all would be appalled. Y'all would call the police because it would be disgusting. So it's not okay. Think of it that way. Like I said, think of a little kid on the street. Think of a straight man saying these things. You know? Like if you walked up and saw somebody doing to this little kid the things that you're saying, would you just keep walking? Would you stop them? If not, then why are you saying those things? And if you would keep walking, what does that say about you? See, the question is always going to come back to you, to you, to you, to you. Man, I'm telling y'all, lots to say. But I'm just, going to hold my peace. And then I don't want to seem like I'm in the middle of no shit or I got like a side, because I'm definitely not. So you got to tread lightly around here, But I don't agree with that type of stuff from grown women, from ladies, from sisters, from queens. I don't. We have to love each other's children. I love everybody's kid. Everybody's kid. And it's funny, you know what? Actually, we was talking about this. So my friend said to me the other day, "Do you seen Heedy lately?" I said, "You matter of fact, everywhere I go lately, I've been running into him." But he's one of my young loves. And he's funny as hell. So me and him always laughing together. We used to work together. Kiki, carry on, whatever. So one day I said to him, "Who's your mother?" And he told me, and I was like, oh, God, I can't stand her. And I can't stand his fucking mother. Real shit. Can't stand her. But I love him. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't like his mama. And he know I don't like his mama. It is what it is. We got our own little separate relationship going on. The hell with her. I don't like her. She don't like me. So F her. I don't like her because she don't like me. And it go back to some, 16-year-old, 17-year-old shit. And I don't let shit go either. That's why I can't really be in no clique either. Because I don't let shit go. I'll bring some shit up on you in a minute. Play with me if you want to. I don't forget shit. So, yeah. So I'm for the kids. It doesn't matter to me who your mama and daddy is. If you a child, you a child. And that is that. You in elementary school, you are in elementary school. 96 months old is 96 months old, people. Okay? 8 years old, when you break it down into infant months, that's 96 months old. That's how old an 8-year-old is. You can't tell me that you're comfortable. Because don't say you're not arguing with the 8-year-old, because you're actually talking about the 8-year-old. So you're comfortable basically arguing with and dragging an 8-year-old and standing by that proudly. No. See, this is why a lot of karma has gone down in the past few days. Ladies, if you all are paying attention to what's going on around you, check what's happened in your cipher and ask yourself why. What's transpired in the last few days? What has been said? What has been, you can't operate like that. You just can't. It's not acceptable. It's not. I know that a few of y'all know better. I know that. Some of y'all don't. I ain't gonna front. Some of y'all don't know no damn better. I ain't gonna lie. But some of y'all know better. Y'all are being egged on and y'all riding the wave. But it's a bad image, bad footprints, bad credit history y'all got going on. Like, that shit is not cool. If somebody pulls that up later on, you will be so embarrassed. Real shit. Because I'm embarrassed for y'all now. I'm embarrassed for a lot of people right now. Like, real embarrassed. And the embarrassing part is that because I've done shit. Trust me. Yeah, one day I had resigned from this job, right? And this is what I'm saying is, white women. I told y'all I got an issue with white women. I do. They fuck with me, and I don't like them like that. I work with you. You stay at your desk, bitch, and I'll stay at mine. I don't do them. But it was like some shit jumped off. I had resigned. This day I resigned. So I asked this chick that worked for me. I said, "Can you pull this file?" And I was on the phone. I was talking to somebody. And she was like, "If you get off the phone, you could pull it yourself." Holy shit. Why'd she say that? I fucking snapped. Woo-hoo. Snapped. Cussed her out, offered to whoop her ass, told Beth to mind her fucking business, and I left. I mean, I shut that bitch down. It was more to it, but y'all don't need to get into all that. But that was some years ago, you know what I'm saying? I was immature. But I've grown since then. I would never do that now. But even then, the man in my life, my kid's father was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, and you think that shit is okay? Hell no, what's wrong with you? You know, like, check my ass immediately. But a lot of y'all are uncheckable. A lot of y'all don't have anybody in your life to say, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, even my moms will always be like, have you lost your damn mind? Absolutely not. And I didn't do a lot of things out of fear of my mother, out of disrespect of my mother. But when you put out an image that you're ratchet as fuck and nothing matters, do whatever, then that's what you're going to get back. But you know, I'm just saying, as women, as individuals, we got to stop judging each other on that. If somebody's a bad mother, then they're a fucking bad mother. If then they're a bad mother. The kid, that's their kid. They're going to deal with the repercussions of that. That don't have shit to do with you. But again, you can't be a good mother and be a bad person at the same time. See, and that's the thing. A lot of this message goes across the board. It doesn't matter which team you on. It doesn't matter who you support. The shit just applies when you're being fair. See, a lot of y'all don't know how to be fair. Like, I read the comments and people always talking about something. Everybody got a team and a game mentality. It's because people can't stand alone. People are afraid of who they are. Find strength in yourself. Real shit. Because you see how many people get left by the wayside. You would think by now motherfuckers would know better. But no, they don't. No, they don't. There's more fallouts to come. And we know this. So ladies, we need to just be working on our inner self. Okay? Get some spirituality. That's very important. A lot of you lack spirituality in the presence of God in your life. Or some Allah, Buddha, somebody, anybody. Because things have got to change. The same way the black community needed to change. You know, we wanted the rules of the world to change for us. And things are changing. That is a fact. But it had to be acknowledged in order for it to change. See what I'm saying? And just please. It's sad that nobody can tell y'all shit, though. It's sad that women can say so many things about each other, but nobody can tell them anything about themselves. Like, how is this possible? If you're going to give advice, you got to be able to take it. And I just hope that at the end of the night, when the lights go off, that probably sleep with the YouTube one, but take some time to think about the negative shit that people say about you. Even your worst enemy. Think about what they're saying. Because usually they be dead on. Dead on point. As you know. And you need to acknowledge it and fix it. Some, just we gotta raise the standards. Like, I don't know why we do what we do and how we do it and why we justify how it's okay and why we're not striving to do better, have better, and be better. Be better mothers so our children can be better people. It's just too much. It's a lot going on, but the behavior, it needs to cease. We as women need to do better. I love y'all. Have a good night. I'm going to bed. No, actually, I'm going to watch Queen of the South. Finish that up. Queen of the South season 4 is on Netflix. It's popping. Hold up. My sister told me about a movie. Y'all know Molly from Insecure? She has a stand-up. I don't know what her name is. It's called Mama, We Made It. It's on HBO. I was watching Insecure the other night, and the man said the funniest thing. He said, I won't beat a woman, but I'll slap a bitch. Good night.